We saw some pretty decent weather, some sunshine, a little bit of rain, but for the most part, not a bad Thanksgiving weekend. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks so much for joining us. It is Tuesday. It's the 15th of October, and we've got some active weather on the way for parts of southern Ontario in the form of rain. We're not talking about snow just yet. That's good news. We've got this low that was tracking its way across the prairie provinces. It is going to be our story starting later on this afternoon through southwestern Ontario and then tonight in through the GTA. So it's going to be more of an overnight thing for us. This afternoon, it's cool. We're looking at a daytime high of 14 degrees, but we do have some sunshine in the forecast. Elsewhere across the province, temperatures a little bit on the cool side of seasonal in through Niagara, getting up to about 15 degrees, Mount Forest 13, Barrie 14 degrees. Tomorrow afternoon, it'll be wet, it'll be cool, it'll be fairly windy. We're going to be seeing those wind gusts anywhere between kind of 20 to 50 kilometers an hour, especially into Wednesday evening when that front really starts to push its way through. All right, did you eat a lot over the weekend? Oof, I know I did. This is why we eat more in the fall. Hopefully you were able to get out and enjoy some of the decent weather that we saw. I'm Emily Vukovic. We've got some rain on the way. It is going to be a wet couple of days. Today, however, looking pretty good. We've got some sunshine in the forecast. We are going to be dealing with a prairie low. It's going to be tracking its way to the south and then eventually to the northeast. But today, get out and enjoy some sun. We're looking at 14 degrees for the city of Toronto, so it is going to be a little bit on the cooler side of seasonal. We should be around 15, 16 degrees, so we're pretty much there. This area of high pressure, that's going to be tracking off towards the east, and we're going to be left with this area of low pressure that's going to start to bring us rain through the southwest this afternoon. It'll move into the GTA through the overnight hours, and then we're going to be waking up to a fairly wet morning. So we're looking at 12 degrees for tomorrow morning, 10 up in Barrie, 13 through Hamilton, 11 in Guelph. By tomorrow afternoon, we don't warm up much. We're getting up to 13 through Toronto, and that rain, it's going to be kind of an on and off, miserable, kind of gloomy, cool day. We're going to see those wind gusts pick up as well, possibly up to about 50 kilometers an hour. By Wednesday evening, we're still holding on to some of that rain, and then Thursday looks as though it's still going to be fairly damp through many areas because we're going to see the wraparound effect of that low as it continues to work its way in through parts of Quebec and then eventually into the Maritimes. We will, however, clear out for Friday, and our 7-day forecast looks pretty good. Rainfall amounts anywhere between 15 to 25 millimeters, so not a huge epic rainfall, but enough to make it a gloomy, wet, cool couple of days. Thursday, we're looking at fairly overcast conditions, could see some showers continuing, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, things really start to clear up and we get to above seasonal values. All right, so the Canadian rugby team visited Japan to play a game, but it was canceled. Look what they did instead. Maybe a fall drive throughout parts of southern Ontario. The fall color report, you can find it on our website. Beautiful spots to check out. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It's the 15th of October. Have we seen snow yet? No. When will we see snow? Well, meteorologist Tyler Hamilton is going to be coming up with that story in just a few moments. But first, let's talk about rain. We are going to be seeing some starting this afternoon through the southwest. For the GTA by tonight. We've got this prairie low. It is going to be bringing us some snowfall, or rainfall rather. See, now I've got snow on my mind. 14 degrees for this afternoon, so we're close to seasonal, a little bit on the cool side of seasonal, if you will, because of that easterly wind coming off of the lake. Elsewhere across the province, we're looking at 13 degrees through Mount Forest. We're looking at 15 through Hamilton and 15 through Niagara, but most people seeing pretty abundant sunshine. By tomorrow afternoon, however, we do have that area of low pressure that's going to be moving in tonight. It's going to be a slow tracker right across the province. And then by tomorrow evening, we're actually going to continue to see that rain because we're going to start to see the wraparound from this low. So that northeasterly wind, that's going to continue to come in, and we're going to be seeing some pretty damp conditions pretty much until Thursday. Rainfall amounts, decent. We're looking at anywhere between 10 to 20 millimeters through Hamilton, through Brantford, down through Niagara. 15 to 25 through much of the GTA and up towards the east, a little bit higher off towards the Kingston region. So if you do have travel plans along the 401 corridor, it's going to be a little damp. Looking at your 7-day for Barrie, Ontario, Wednesday, Thursday, wet. Look at the weekend though. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, everybody clearing up. Looks like it's going to be a good one, and the same deal for you in Oakville, getting up to 17 degrees by the time we hit the end of the weekend. All right, we've been talking about snow. Let's hear from meteorologist Tyler Hamilton. Your Weather Watch continues. Welcome to the morning brief. Matt in for Chris, Nicole and Emily with you, and some areas across the country, and I say some because it hasn't been a lot, have seen significant snow. Like we're talking centimeters upon centimeters of snow.
Yes.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but Manitoba got hit really hard, and they're asking for some help. Watch this.
Oh, what a way for the province to spend the long weekend for Thanksgiving. Yeah. The province did declare a state of emergency, just needing that extra help. Winnipeg specifically at the airport picked up 34 centimeters of snow.
And that warm up causing the potential for some flooding. So obviously we hope that doesn't happen. This piece also mentioned 20,000 people still without power. The latest information we have is that it's down closer to about 15,000 at this point. So that's good news. But we also know that they've had crews come in from neighboring provinces and states. Hydro, one from Ontario, Saskatchewan has sent some crews, and even Minnesota as well. So sort of an all hands on deck situation.
Which is great. I mean, it's typical Canadian business, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you need help? We are there. Elsewhere across the country, we'll take a look at some of your weather events through the prairies. We're looking at relatively calm conditions. Hi there, your Weather Watch continues. It's Tuesday, it's the 15th of October, and hopefully you didn't eat too much over the weekend. I know I did. Everything kind of hurts today. But you know what? Thanksgiving only comes around once a year, so you might as well just take full advantage of it, even if your clothes are a little bit tight this morning. We are going to be seeing some rain moving in through our neck of the woods by tonight. We've got a prairie low that's going to be tracking its way east. It's going to be bringing in rain through southwestern Ontario by this afternoon. It'll be our turn by tonight. 14 degrees is our daytime high, close to where we should be for this time of year, so we're pretty close to the seasonal mark. Elsewhere across the province, looking pretty good. 14 in Barrie, we're looking at 13 through Newmarket, 13 in Whitby, and 15 down towards Niagara. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, it's going to be pretty soggy. It's going to be gloomy, it's going to be wet, it's going to be relatively windy. We're going to see those winds anywhere between 20 to 30 kilometers an hour by tonight. A little gustier throughout the day tomorrow. By tomorrow evening, we're looking at wind gusts up to about 50 kilometers an hour through the afternoon, and then tapering off through the overnight. Temperatures as we get into Thursday, still quite cool. We're only looking at 11. Chance of on and off showers. I do not think it is going to be an all-day rain. It's really going to depend on where you are. Hamilton's seeing that sunshine, so it is going to start to clear out from west to east. In total, we're looking at about 15 to 25 millimeters of rain through parts of Toronto, so not an epic rainfall, but enough for a good soaking, that's for sure. Quick look at the 7-day forecast for Toronto. The weekend looks pretty good. All right, here are a couple of things now to get you ready for fall. Festivities, participated in dancing and eating and drinking, and it would have been so much fun to be there this weekend. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us. It is the 15th of October, and we've got some rain on the way. We are going to be seeing some showers developing later on this afternoon through southwestern Ontario by tonight throughout the GTA. So if you can, get out and enjoy some of this sunshine that we're going to be seeing. 14 degrees is our daytime high. That's close to where we should be for this time of year. But this area of low pressure, that's going to change things. We're going to start to see that rain build in, a little bit more cloud cover through this evening. Rain happening throughout the overnight hours and then continuing throughout your early morning commute. So we're looking at temperatures for tomorrow morning. On the cool side, 11 degrees through Newmarket, Barrie at 10, Toronto 12 degrees, and then by the afternoon, it's really not warming up to much. 13 is our daytime high. So again, it is going to be a little bit cool throughout the day tomorrow. We are going to be seeing that rain continue throughout the day, on and off. It's not going to be an all-day rain, but it is going to be kind of cool and gloomy and wet. Now, does that make you want to eat more when it's cold and gloomy and wet? Maybe. Take a look at this.